music, great crack,
Behave yourself.
great company.
This person hangs on your every word.
Weekdays at 3 on Radio Foyle.
Oh, that's good.
Or listen anytime on BBC Sounds.
And keep her lit. Right, folks, now to a film about the life and passing of local man Eoin Coffey. The film focuses in particular on Owen's battle with anorexia, and it's been made by his close pal Jason Bonner. Jason is here along with Owen's mum, Pat Heaney, Auntie Pat, as she's affectionately known by many. You don't mind being called Auntie Pat, do you? We sang in the back-to-backs, and
indeed.
Everybody called you Auntie Pat. You stole the show.
Stop it.
With your blues and your standards.
Oh, well, there you go.
It wasn't a gig without Auntie Pat. It was great.
Thank you very much.
Pat, good to see you. Good to see you.
Good.
Listen, there's a lot of poignancy in this. And Jason, thank you for popping in.
No problem.
Jason, tell us about Eoin.
Eoin, that's a good question. Where should I start with Eoin? Eoin taught me every fundamental by filmmaking. He taught me just how to achieve creative passion in your projects. And he was like an astral body that his sun rays, we call it, touched everything. And he inspired so much in everyone else. And it was such a great loss when he passed from us.
This is painful material, and I don't want to go unnecessarily to those places, Pat and Jason. Listen, let's just we'll start with a wee piece. Jason has kindly allowed us to play a few pieces from it. Firstly, here's the family talking about Eoin.
When I think of my brother now, it's difficult to cope with the end of it, really, the end part, because it's so heartbreaking and so senseless, you know. Obviously attached to that is lots of guilt about whether we should have done something sooner. And I think when we admitted that he had a problem, I think I was thinking to myself, he's always had a problem, it's just that we've chosen to ignore it, you know. But having said that, I think if he'd been the sort of person you could help, we would have helped.
It was very difficult to deal with because he was in denial about it. And to some degree I was too. But eventually it was obvious that he wasn't eating.
Seeing Eoin every day, I could see that he's way too much drama. But that was only after a matter of time because you don't notice it when you see him every day. Whereas if someone hadn't seen you somewhere for months, and you would notice it straight away, you know?
It's hard, Tony passed away long ago.
Pat, mammies know. When did you know that there was an issue here that was becoming serious?
Well, as soon as you say that, I knew that he was, I don't know, you're not from Derry, obviously, but you might know this expression. He was a pukey eater from he was a child.
Pussy.
He was always, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. But I think really I did realise, probably in his later teens, that he was losing weight. It'd been a wee bit, as children are, especially boys sometimes, when they get into puberty, they put on a bit of weight, and he didn't like that. That was the beginning of it, but it was much deeper than that, obviously. But I think it was probably his late teens, but his sister and his brother, Thomas, who you've just heard speaking there, they think now we look back after Eoin has died and realise that it probably went back further than we all realised.
Did he talk about it?
No.
He wasn't able to?
He was in a lot of denial.
Or didn't want to, maybe, Jason?
I think he used it as a way of controlling things, you know. I mean, he was very busy always, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And not only, as you possibly know, I don't know, he not only made the films, wrote the scripts, tried to raise the money, but he was also very good. He did, you know, the music. He did all the music in it. A whole track of an hour-long film that he actually composed himself.
But your whole family, a lot of your
musical,
family are
yeah.
musical, aren't they?
But he was very musical. But he just never, he was always into denial about that as well. Because as you say, you know, most people couldn't do that, Owen. And he's like, you're my mother, you know. So you're cut out right away, aren't you, when you're the mother?
How did you deal with dinner time?
Well, he used to eat up in his bedroom.
Or not?
Or not.
I used to be in his bedroom after about 6 o'clock after he made his dinners, and they would just leave full plates of food on the desk. He would only eat a small morsel of it,
Yeah.
and then he would tend to eat in front of you, but he only take nibbles.
Jason, what do you think was going on? Because we know if we're not fueled, we can't function.
He insisted mostly on coffees and frappes most of his time, just pure sugar. And during the last at least couple of years of his life, you can definitely see how gaunt he gotten. As one of the clips I think pointed out of Tony, he pointed out, you don't notice it. You just do not notice it when you're with him every day.
Mm.
And yet, it just, if he was like someone he suffered in a few months, he was just, you see how really ill he was.
Did he talk to you about it?
No, he never, as Pat said, he would try to deny it. And if you try to bring it up, he would get extremely angry if you, to a better degree. It was venom, pure venom from him, just to hide the fact that he wasn't eating. And he copes quite a lot. He almost like he fantasized about eating by watching food
He
programs.
was fascinated with food programs. He also did go to an eating disorders thing eventually. That the doctors sent him to. It's over on the waterside. And I used to drop him off there because I wasn't sure he was good to go. But and wait for him, you know. But I just think he was looking for somebody to help him, but he didn't know how they could, you know. And he was a bit of a know-all, to be truthful. That's what the doctor said to me. He says he was far better at arguing than me. He would argue with the doctor about what was the right thing to do, you know. So he was just fixed in this idea, I know how to get myself better, but he didn't.
But a powerful force as a creative. Another wee section from Jason's film. Here's Eoin himself talking on set.
Yeah. I know.
And it's this album, it's a lot of, it looks really dangerous. It probably
Yeah,
is.
it is dangerous.
It's not.
Don't be
It
saying
just-
this
it
isn't
looks- I don't
dangerous.
think
It's
it-
dangerous.
I don't think it is.
He's
It
filming
looks-
this. This is dangerous.
It just looks, no, it looks good. You know, it's a small area. You literally, what's good about it, it's not dangerous, but what's good about it is you've literally got
When you're
nowhere-
saying,
you've
right-
got nowhere to go.
Yeah,
And he's coming up behind you.
Yeah.
That's
Where's
what's
the small
dangerous.
area? How far is
Dramatically
How far is
dangerous.
the small area?
4 metres by 4 metres.
That's plenty of room.
So, but there's no room for anything, you know, anything else other than you to go in and go.
Jeepers, Jason. He knew his mind.
It was
Emphatic. More than...
He was in charge, wasn't he?
yeah. He took a lot of risks. It was like a 5-story roof he made Tony Doherty climb.
Poor Tony.
He was literally on the edge. He did like you can't show him that really, obviously, but he was doing like a wobble, like a Fortnite dance, and he was just
Not the last film. I think
that was Invaders, yeah. That was no, the man took too many risks, too many health and safety checks.
Yeah. You wouldn't get away with it in the BBC, I don't
No.
think.
No,
You're out the door.
you
You're out
wouldn't
the
get
door.
away with most common sense places.
Pat, what about coping?
Me?
Yeah.
Very difficult.
How many years is he gone now?
He will be 9 years dead in April.
And what age was he when he passed?
Well, he was 41 when he died, so he would have been 50 on Christmas Day, just past. He was Christmas Day boy,
Christmas baby.
which he sometimes resented and sometimes was very proud of, because he said everybody shares my birthday and they have a party, it's not fair. And then in between that, he would be quite pleased about it, you know.
But the one present will do you.
Oh, no, we never did that. We didn't get away with that one, Mark. You always had to get him his birthday present and his Christmas present. He was quite definite about that one. But me coping, I do talk about him. I get very upset about it, obviously, at times. Because I don't think, if you lose a child, I just don't think people completely get over it. You just live with it. That's what I find anyway.
But isn't it wonderful that this man
I think it's wonderful what he did.
remembers him, and this film will be seen after,
Well, we hope so.
there's a legacy there,
Yeah. I think it's wonderful. It's a real celebration of Eoin.
Yes.
Which is, to me, thank you very much, Jason, really,
Yeah.
And a lot of my family all went to it the first time when you
It
showed
was in the Foyle Film Festival.
Yes, it was.
And, they obviously, they were very moved by it all, really. It was very, very good. He used a lot of Eoin's films.
Yeah, there was
Because I'd asked Jason when I found out Eoin had, about 300, was it?
about 200 tapes, many DVDs.
Tapes of his films.
And I
And
went for the
I
price.
wanted them digitised.
Yeah.
So he'd been making films back when you had to make a film.
Yes.
You couldn't just push a button and enhance in your bedroom and all the rest. You had to go out with the camera and record and edit in real,
Yeah.
different days, even a generation back, Jason.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you basically had to review footage from
Eoin
it.
was making films from he was 13.
God.
I had
Imagine
to rent the cameras out.
imagine him at the hands of modern technology, Jason. He'd have probably been a whiz.
He was. He actually had a few like Sony cameras, the SD cards, just about this run the cusp of it was coming, around everywhere, and he just. Sorry, twist words here, but he was at the forefront all the time. He always bought the modernest technology,
Always buying the most
expensive
to-date thing.
and
expensive.
having buyer's remorse too when that technology was outdated.
But Jason, your film speaks your mind, in terms of
Yes.
what needs to be said about Eoin, and fair play to you. Pat, it's lovely to have you in. Tell us about this screening, just guys, before we part company.
It's at the Nerve Centre tonight at 7 o'clock. It is the second screening of the documentary. I'm hoping a lot of people who missed it the first time come and show their face to see the movie.
Because quite a lot of it's funny, isn't it?
Yes, for the most part.
Did you mention Tony as well?
Yes, Tony Doherty, who passed away about 2 years now, isn't it? He's featured heavily in the documentary, and
Absolutely.
there's a lot of regret in his
He
interviews.
was Eoin's partner, in the work. And also he's
He was very hurt.
main actor. Great actor.
Well, there's a legacy. There is a legacy.
For the both,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you both for popping in. We wanted to do more than just market, and I'm delighted you were able to pop in, both of you, today. And thank you, Jason, for the material today.
No problem.
It helps us get a flavour ahead of this evening's screening. Thank you both. And Pat, lovely to see you again. Are you still doing it? Tell me you're still doing a wee tune. Are you still doing a wee
this
song?
weekend, but only with my family.
But
But that's okay.
the back-to-backs were...
Come on. You know what I mean?
No.
You still do that, Mark?
Not at all. But I wasn't a singer. I did the singing
You
to
like
the
the
singer
guitar
like you arrived.
Thank you.
You stole the show back in
Well,
the day. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you both. And
you,
Jason,
Mark.
And thank you for putting this on.
You're very, very, very welcome. The thoughts today of Eoin's mammy, Pat Heaney, and his close pal, Jason Bonner. That's a screening tonight in the Nerve Centre. You can check out the details ahead of that in your own time, folks. This is a wee tune by Joshua Burnside.